Hey out there, it's Cocklaw, and this is going to be a £10 double your money video on Sky Poker. I'm feeling good about this one. It's a Friday night. We've had a few drinks. It's been going well. I've played a few lower stakes games previous to this, and they've been going rather well. So I'm optimistic about this game. As we go through the game, as if you've seen any of my videos before, we talk through the hands, any decisions I make, talk through other people's hands, as I'll try and show as many people's hands as well as my own, even if I'm not involved in the hand, and we'll see how we go on from there. Oh, it's a good start. I've got top pair, nut flush draw, potentially, unless he was in there with maybe the deuce five of hearts, but I don't want to scare him off this really. I want to try and keep him involved. Let's see what he does here. No, he must have been in there with a speculative hand. Obviously just not interested in that flop at all. As I was saying, I've had a quite successful night, which is kind of good because it almost makes this game feel like a free-for-all, because I'm almost playing with other people's money, because I've had a couple of £5 games that have went my way, and leading into this I had been on a bad string. I believe it was 9 games in a row, double your money, that I had lost. Now, for 9 games, double your money for losses, that it's pretty poor. I think if I analysed all of those games, I'm pretty sure there'd be some mistakes by me. If you play 9 games at double your money in a row, you'd probably at least expect to win one by accident, and we didn't. So pushing levels really stuck me game to people, and queens, nice. So really wanted to up my game, have done. Enjoying my poker at the moment. Obviously going to raise this up. Didn't want to over raise or under raise there. I'm sure I'll get calls. These kind of medium stakes games, people know what they're doing. They'll call with clever speculative hands, bigger hands. There's one caller. Let's have a look what we're going to do here. Generally, you would expect at a £10 level, all the people here sitting around the table should know what they're doing. You might get a clown every once in a while, but generally you should expect good poker, good play, good decisions, and without people, just making ridiculous moves. So I'll bet this strong. Not the greatest card there on the turn. I wish I had a queen of hearts. I really do. I don't think he's got a flush draw. I'm really checking to call his bet. I want to see the end cards. I don't know anything about the play. It's too early on in the game. Again, a higher card. Let's see what he does. If he bets too weak or too strong, it'll make me suspicious. He bets the pot. It's a tough one. I'll release, I think. I don't know. I just had a bad feeling there. I think I played the hand weakly, to be honest. I should have fired in a bet at the turn. I didn't like the 10 card when it came. I wanted to see what he did. I was hoping he'd bet at me so I could raise or call him off to make him more wary of what I had, but he didn't. He checked behind me, and then a king came, which was another bad card for me. So overall, didn't play that hand well. I didn't know where I was. Didn't get the information I needed. Okay, we're going to get a fold here, guys. Queen raised it up. Okay. Sometimes as well, when you get good cards like that, you get less respect, so people will call you with a wider range. Sometimes can go against you when you get two good hands in a row. Five deuce. Yes, it's nothing special. Yeah, it's got me stewing about that hand, but I think I played it poorly. I think he played it better than I did. He seemed to have a better idea of where I was than I did of him. Hey ho, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Oof. Queen 7. Oof. Oh dear. Got himself in it. I didn't like that really because he played that hand kind of poorly, and it makes me think if he was that sort of player, maybe he was being a bit loose against me. Nah, really, I want to shake that off there. I'm overthinking that hand too much with the queen. I didn't lose too many chips. I've just gotta let it go, concentrate on future hands. You can't do anything about the hands of past. But with him showing some weakness there, playing poor cards poorly, maybe shows he's not as good as player as I gave him credit for. It's called. It seems a very uninteresting board, but we've got some action here brewing. Ooh. If you notice there, let's get this guy's name. Walks. Was totally uninterested in that board. It was low bet and calling. And suddenly on the river, put a big bet in. And Inglorious just called it off. You had every right to be suspicious of that bet there, I know sometimes big bets are bluffs, but often big bets are to disguise strong hands and to look like bluffs, and Inglorious didn't even think, you just called it off. Snap of the fingers. Just sometimes, I know the bar goes quite quickly on the site, but you can take some time to think about your hands. Look at that, Jack 6 in a big blind, 6 Ace 6 flop. Ooh. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna let this slide now. If they've got nothing, fair enough, but I need to try and get some value out of this hand. Walks there. Come on, I could do with him raising me on a bet here. Have an ace. Just calls. He definitely had something to call there. He couldn't have called me with nothing. I think he would have raised me with an ace. Wonder what he did have there. I think I'll have a look. Ooh, queens. I'm just having a look there on the hotometer. I always find it quite amusing on the Sky Poker. There's a hotometer which gives you Sky Poker's recommendation on hands, and they have all these kind of ratings, and then the kind of a disclaimer underneath saying we have no responsibility for playing hands associated with the hotometer, which is always quite amusing. Now, I'm not going to misplay queens this time. I'm just going to stick it to them. If they've got me, my goose is hooked. No, but I'll just collect the blinds and get myself back in the game. That was a good pot to win there, actually. I was obviously worried about the original raiser, but I was happy to stick her in there. If they had aces or kings, that's my bad luck. If they had ace king, it's a good race, and hopefully I'd hold out, but they both folded, and I picked up quite a few chips there. Let's see. Okay, Walks had a pair of tens there, so he had every right to call. He had a hand in his own right. I think we'll note him down there because he limped in, if I recall rightly in that hand, and with pair of tens on the button, he didn't even raise. He just let the blind see the flop, and it backfired on him really there, because I hit the ideal flop. But if he would have raised, I would have released Jack 6 in a shot. We'll raise it up. I'm getting some really good hands in this game. It's boding well. I like it. Oh, commentator's jinx. Right, let's have a think about this. I haven't seen on a K-Max hands. That's the problem here. I know I have a good hand, but he released a raise earlier. It was a difficult one there. He re-raised me all in. Now, obviously, the best case scenario, he has ace queen there. He could have had a really weak ace and just overplayed it and got sick of maybe seeing me raise. Ooh, we've got some action here. A7 versus 8. A7. Oi! Now, naturally, I wanted him to hit the ace there, but that's not good play there. All in with A7. What kind of hand's that? The guy with the pair of 8s there's got to be pretty disappointed. Oh. Corby boy with a big raise and is re-raised. This is good to see. Suddenly the action is an all-in. Inglorious wants a piece. Ace deuce versus ace queen. Any ace will do for some people. Not me, but I'm glad to see those sort of plays. You wouldn't expect to see that kind of play. I'm sure you'll agree in a £10 game. I mean, it just plays so poorly. If the other guy's got an ace, you're really struggling from the off. You can look for. I can appreciate if someone moved all in with ace deuce, but calling ace deuce all in, it's no good. If the other guy's got an ace, you're almost certainly beat. I don't know what's going on. It's all good for me. We're down to 4. Next one out. The rest win the money. Oh, here we go. This could be the end. Oh, very nice. The commentator's curse again. I was going to say very nice. Limped in. Pair of kings there, didn't he? Very sneaky. You see that a lot. Be very suspicious if the person in first position limps and then say you raise and get re-raised. I see that move so often with aces or kings. It's unbelievable. They give themselves away. A lot of inexperienced like to do that when they get a big hand because they don't want to scare anyone away. Made a little note there on K-Mac. Ace king fold seem more justified now. Tough fold this, but I think I'll let it go. I wanted to hit a set. I'm not really interested in chasing this. I'm sure K-Mac's going to make that more expensive for me with the 8s. If I was going to play that hand, I wouldn't call. I'd just re-raise all in and put him to the test. Raised off. I think I'll have to let my 3-4 go. To say Mr. Wilkes. Oh, he calls. Not really a great flop. Let's see if they can get busy on it. I hope they do. Come on, boys, kill each other. Oof, and in a flash. It's raised up, all in. What was Corby boy thinking there? It was a great call there from Wilkes. I'm very impressed. Well, there you go. There's another win for me. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed my video.